second race. Top of the stretch. They're approaching a start. The rough and pacing vintage winner at the rail, the first one out. A feisty example is second, Canard third, RE's fourth. Jay's Little Spark fifth, and Dusty Lane Zambuca will trail the field early. So they arrive at the eighth, and out in front, it's vintage winner in line to David Dowling. A feisty example is second. Third at the rail, Artie's Gate. Early movement now. Murder will right line. A feisty example sending her on to the lead as they arrive at the quarter. Second is vintage winner, Artie's Gate third, Canard fourth. Jay's Little Spark in fifth, trailing the field. That is the post-time favorite, Dusty Lane Zambuca, 30 and 1/5 was the opening quarter. As they approach the 3/8 pole, the leader now is a feisty example with Murder. Second is vintage winner, Artie's Kate. Third, there goes Canhart. Tipping to the outside, fourth, Jay's Little Spark following out fifth. Dusty Lane Zambuca continuing to trail. Halfway home now in the second. The leader, a feisty example. Vintage winner is second. First up on the outside, third. That's Canard. Riding the rail, fourth is Artie's Kate. Second over fifth, Jay's Little Spark. Dusty Lane Zambuca is still the trailer, the half in 101. And 2/5 by the 5/8 they go, led by a feisty example. In at the rail, vintage winner is second. Canard is stall third. Fourth is Artie's Kate. 3 wide goes Jay's Little Spark. Dusty Lane Zambuca is going to have to circle the field as they go by 3/4. And a feisty example is still there. 3/4 in 1:32 and 3. Vintage winner is second. Dusty Lane Zambuca is coming now. 3 wide third. Jay's Little Spark is fourth. Artie's Kate and Canard down the home stretch they come. A feisty example on the far outside. Dusty Lane Zambuca in at the rail, vintage winner. Dusty Lane Zambuca remains perfect with McPherson. Vintage winner second. We'll need a show photo. 2:03 and 1.
Well, she gets it done again. She's 3 for 3, and boy, can she ever close like a freight train. Dusty Lane Zambuca will talk you through it. A feisty example. We thought she'd be on the point here today for Murner. In this class before was on the point. Murner got her there 30 and 1. 101 and 2. Adam still controlling at the half. Jason went first up with Canard. Jay's Little Spark and Dusty Lane Zambuca followed. 132 and 3. Past 3/4. Jay's Little Spark on the outside. Corey tips off. That horse is back. And look at this horse here. Full of pace on the end of this mile again here today is Dusty Lane Zambuca, the 3-year-old Cam Mystic. Boy, can she ever fire at the end of a mile. She's home and wins again. 2, 3, and 1. It's 3 in a row for Dusty Lane Zambuca. We'll see her and Corey back in the winner's circle next.
This filly's career is off to a perfect start with 3 trips behind the gate and 3 trips to the winner's circle. Dusty Lane Zambuca here in the second. Bay-pacing filly 3 by Cam Mystic from the Western Paradise Dam. Dusty Lane Tate, owned by Diane Gass of Cornwall, trained by Stephen Gass, driven to victory by Corey McPherson. The mile of 2:03 and 1/5. That's a new race win record. Dusty Lane Zambuca in the second.
Here is another moment from Inside Track, presented by Red Shores.
Alexis, first of all, just tell us how you got involved in the harness racing game.
Well, my great-grandfather Andrew was involved with harness racing later on in his life, and he passed that sport down to my grandfather Ronnie Gass, and then he passed that down to my father, and then he passed that down to me. So I'm fourth generation of that.
Amazing, and I know I've been to the barn a lot of times in
Yeah.
Cornwall. Who were some of the people? I know you mentioned a few, but also your grandmother and your aunt are special people as well.
Yes, my Aunt Shelley definitely helped me throughout like the harness racing and stuff and get me involved, especially with my first horse, Wealth of Nations. And yeah.
And your grandmother, Diane, of course.
Yes.
She's
can't
always
forget about
here.
her.
Yeah, and a big fan as well. We want to say hi to her. This live race program is presented by KKP Controls and Equipment and Speedy Glass. Thanks for your support this season. Plans are already underway for 2020. Find out how you can advertise with Red Shores or be part of our bounce back offers. Please contact marketing and brand manager Lee Drake right here at Red Shores. Six minutes to go here before race number 3. If you're looking for your 50-50 tickets, Gail is in the top of the park right now. Gail with the PEI Standardbred Horse Owners Association. First call for 50-50s in the top of the park. So 5 minutes to go before race number 3, and I just want to let fans know who are on track here this afternoon. There are tables available here in the top of the park, 3 tables of 4 available. So if you're looking to come to the top of the park this afternoon, we do have room. Again, 3 tables of 4 available in the top of the park for racing this afternoon.
Third race on the track, one bad silver. Ellen Carragher Stratford, the owner. Todd Walsh trains Mike McGuigan. Now the 2 Elm Grove Nancy is owned by Robert Phillips of Belfast. Robert the trainer, Miles Heffernan drives. 3 is Running Down a Dream, owned by Wade McDonald, Suzanne McKigan, and Michelle Noyo, trained by Chris Davies, driven by Adam Murner. 4 is Dapple Apple, owned by Brett McDonald of Freelton and Stacey Curry of Guelph, Ontario, trained by Amber Campbell, driven by Jason Hughes. 5 is Hamac Blaze, owned by Michelle Myers and Roger McDonald of Cardigan. Michelle does the training. The drive goes to Corey McPherson. 6 is White Mountain Lee, owned by Saul Lanigan of Montague. Now the trainer-driver, Brett LeBlanc. 7 is Bedham Jenny, owned by Jeff Lilly, Blair McLaughlin, Andrea Renison, and Shirlene O'Brien. Trained by Jeff Lilly. Note the driver changed to Mark Campbell. Mark Campbell now on the 7, Bedham Jenny. Time is run out on the 3rd. It's your final call at the windows. The next big promotion coming to Red Shores, the $50,000 Blizzards of Cash. And with the details, here's Peter.
Thanks very much, Vince. Yeah, you mentioned it. The $50,000 Blizzard of Cash gets underway Saturday, February 15th. Red Shores Charlottetown Casino floor, and reward club members can insert their cards in the promotional kiosk. You select the 6 symbols. If you have 6 matches, you win $50,000. If you don't match all 6, you still win. And prizes include $250 in cash merchandise, dining cards, or casino cash. And again, for more information on all promotions, you can head to Redshores.ca. Okay, quickly running out of time here in race number 3. We've landed on the 4. This is Dapple Apple here, and you can see this horse had raced Flamborough there in that 7 claimer. You can see, go back December 11th, left 6 at Flamborough, half-miler, was a winner, 2-1 and 2, closed home 30-2 on that day track. Off a second, does show some speed, and since arriving in Charlottetown, you can see has raced the 6 claimers as well. 2 back was 4th there to Indy Wheelbarrow, 2-3 the Chartered Mile, and then came back on the 18th, left off the rail. You can see sat in most of the way, was 6, 2-3 and 3, closed home in 31 seconds. Down to the fillies and mares, 8-11 today. Jason Hughes back on the bike from the mid-pack. Dapple Apple, 7-2. Okay, we landed on the 5. This is Hamac Blaze, Michelle Myers, Roger McDonald. They share ownership. Michelle trains Corey McPherson this week. And you can see the horse has been close of late. If you go 3 back, was just beaten a length and a half to back in the game. And then last time out, a good third from the 7-hole, charted 2, 3, and 3 as we get set here for race number 3. Horses swing in behind the Metro Home Building Center starting gate for race number 3 from Red Shores and Charlottetown this afternoon.